Well, good morning, everybody. How are you? 5:30 in the a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for the coffee there, Charles. Nancy Locks, how are you? Glad to see you here. The Redneck Railroad. Good morning, man. Well, fresh is better there, Charles. Fresh is better. You guys aren't acquainted with Nancy Locke? Go ahead and check out the channel. 1,072 subscribers. She has a lot of content. Be a nice channel. Oh, you're in France. Okay. Well, 10:33 in the morning there. Okay. Oh, some of us have to work. Unfortunately, I'm retired, so I don't have to work no more. Not that I don't want to work. Doctor says I can't work no more. Pretty much ruined my body. You're welcome, Nancy. I appreciate you being here. I do the same thing. I don't throw coffee out. I really don't. And I'm going to start, actually, I told you that a couple weeks ago. I'm going to start saving it here in a little bit. And I'm going to try to can it like Starbucks does. You know. Yeah. I'll put in a non-dairy creamer and a flavor, and I'll can it. And that way you can actually have iced coffee if you want, or heat it up and have regular coffee. It's not that it's expensive to make or anything, but if I'm throwing it out, I might as well keep it, can it, and put it in my pantry, and you never can tell. 2 years from now, I might need something to drink, and there's nothing in the house. I can always go downstairs, grab a jar, wash up the lid, open it up, and pour it over some ice cubes, or put it in a cup and put it in the microwave. Well, I am too, and I don't really know how to do it, but I am going to do it in a pressure canner just for that reason. And I'm going to do it for the recommended time for like meat, for quarts. So it's going to be 110 minutes or something like that. I got to look at what it is to canned meat. I can't remember. I think it's 90 minutes for pints and 110 minutes for quarts or something like that. But when I do it, I will make a video on it. So. Yeah. Once it costs some money to get into it. By the time you buy a pressure canner and you buy a water bath canner and you buy your jars, but once, and you can buy jars, but then you can also find jars. People throw away jars all the time. So hey, hand me your, keep your home canned jars for me if you don't want them, and I'll take them. And I get on the average about 200 a year from people. So, and if I give somebody something in a jar to take home, I expect that jar to come back. And that's what I tell them. Hey, when you're done, bring the jar back. I don't want the lid back, but bring the jar and the ring back. So, And what I do is when I open up jars here and we use them, I wash them. I wash the lid and I wash the ring. And then I put the lid back on and then put the ring back on after it's dried. That way it keeps the dust and stuff out of the jar. So when you go to use it again, you still have to wash it, but you don't have to sit there and scrub it and make sure, inside and out, all around, it's 99.9% clean. All you got to do is, wash it real, or, rinse it out real good or wash it with some hot soapy water. Rinse it, you're done. You don't have to sit there and scrub it because it's something that might get in it or whatever. So a lot of jars that I get are so nasty looking, it's pathetic. And I'll sit there and I'll soak them in hot bleach water for a couple hours. And I got scrub brushes that fit inside the jars, and I'll sit there and I'll scrub and I'll scrub and I'll scrub and clean them jars, till they look like they're brand new. I don't have a dishwasher, but that is one of the things I am going to buy this summer, and just to use it for actually the hot dog cart. But after, when I'm not using it for the hot dog cart, I can in jars and our regular dishes. So you're right. In the long run, you'll be happy and you'll know what you're eating, Charles. You will, especially if you can grow some stuff. I bought parsley and I bought oregano last night, and I'm going to plant them in some, pots. And so we can have fresh parsley and we can have fresh oregano, I bought green beans, lettuce, and peppers. Cayenne, habanero, and Hungarian. We don't usually eat them kinds, but I've never grown them either. And I will dehydrate them. I'll make, cayenne, I'll dehydrate and make that into powder because, cayenne powder. Habaneros, I'll probably do the same thing. And I don't know about Hungarian peppers, but I know I can make a relish with them and make it for hot dogs. So. Right. Yeah, get you a vegetable garden first, and if you know somebody that cans and you don't have the stuff, say, hey, I've got all this stuff. I've got all this stuff right here. If I bring it all over and I help you cut it up and I help you do stuff and I bring some jars over, will you can it for me and I'll give you half? There you go. And tell them when they're done with the jars, give you back the jar, And you can do that for a while until you can afford. Because a canner, it depends on what you get for a canner, but a canner costs anywhere between $75 and $350. And that's expensive. A water bath canner is anywhere between $12 and $100. Depends on what kind you get. Do you can, Nancy? Because I love to can, man. Molly, 1K Dolly, good morning. How are you doing? Good afternoon to you, actually. Getting ready to start another day there, Molly. Molly's a nurse. Went to the Dollar Tree last night. It was a big haul. It was $66 worth of stuff we bought at the Dollar Tree. You know, how can you buy $66 for this stuff? Well, you know, it's not that hard. You buy 66 items, you know, or 64 items or whatever it is. Not that hard. Not that hard at all. When you buy five or six things a piece of some things, you know, it's not that hard. All right, you have the night off. Well, then you can stay here all day long with us, can't you, Molly? "18 minutes to your local fake news spews all over the radio waves." Yeah, yeah. Isn't that nice for Charles? She can sit with us all day long. She has nothing better to do. She doesn't have to go to work now. You can sit right back here, Molly. Put your feet up, and I'll have Charles rub your tootsies for you while we're talking. That's right. And you can rub her feet while she's sitting there in her chair with her feet up. Alexander Smith, how are you doing, man? It's 9:30 in the UK. All right. I think that's a yes there, Charles. She's smiling about it. And you can bring her a cup of coffee while you're doing it. So, there, see? It would be nice if I was rich enough to be able to meet all these, all my subscribers. That would be nice if I could actually go to where they live, you know, or what country they live in, and meet them. I'm okay, as good as can be expected. You know, I have my aches and pains. I took my meds last night like I'm supposed to, and one I have to take once a week. And when I take that, man, I just get sick. I sit there and toss and turn all night because it works at me all night until I get it, you know, until it gets out of my system or whatever. But I have to take 6 pills one time a week, and then I take a prednisone twice, or I take 2 of them one time a day, and then I take a folic acid. And when I take all that stuff, you know, it wears on me. Yep, that's right, Molly. A YouTube world tour. So. And then I have a pain pill I take, or a pain pill. I take 2 of them. I'm supposed to take 2 every night when I go to bed. Out of 7 days a week, I probably take them 3 times a week. I try not to take them. The only time I do take them is if I've been laying there for several hours and can't even seem to even, close my eyes to nod off. Colton, how are you doing? You guys aren't acquainted with Colton Worley, go ahead and acquaint yourself with Colton. He calls me Rhonda because the first time you ever see me, he didn't see the I, and so he thought it was Rhonda, Iron Dog. So, but we just, you know, I take it for what it is. I call him Bolton Colton. So, but I'm glad to see you here. If you guys, like I said, if you guys aren't affiliated with Colton, go ahead and check out his channel. He's a gamer, so give him some channel love. You won't regret it, probably. Most likely, you won't regret it. He seems to be a nice guy. So, you're right, Alexander. It's the worst when you toss and turn all night. And I've seen him in My Cry for Help's room. So, you guys don't know who My Cry for Help is. He's another gamer. You can type that in or whatever, and you can go look at his room or whatever and tell him that Iron Dog sent you. Oh, I bet. I hate that physical therapy, man. I went in there. I had to do that when I was uh, had my knee replacement, and they kept trying to do this and do that, and bend my knees in ways it wouldn't bend. And I finally told them, no, I'll do it myself. Is that the one you wanted me to say a prayer for there, Molly? Did you want me to say a prayer for your aunt? I think it was you. Uh, got my prayer book right here. I got gabapentin. That never helped me. I got bottles of that stuff. Auntie Dolly, hip replacement. Yeah. On my phone's ringing. Just a second. Oh, yeah. 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 You overdrive. Overdrive on your transmission. I have no clue. When you have a study school on that. But I know OD is your overdrive. Is it still driving down the road? Okay. Okay. Make sure you're not going to get in touch and check your woods. All right. That's probably what's going on. I couldn't tell you if you're okay or not, or not. I have no idea about it. So, but I know OD means overdrive. All right. Most likely now, Kenny's. Yeah. Well, call them tonight, or today, and have tell them that you need your truck looked at. Yeah. I know it's tough to put them off. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. I'll look at it. But sorry about that. Give me a second. Let me get a cup of coffee. Sorry about that. That was my son calling me. His OD light come on his pickup, his overdrive. He didn't know what it meant. So I told him, I said, he's on his way to stop at a store or a gas station, check the fluid. I said, do that. So, but Yeah, I know what a chinchilla is. So, um, you have four of them. Well, so does the the Geico box insurance box. He has a chinchilla. You know, this is a brownie I made yesterday. See, I'm not just another pretty face. I can make or bake. Hi, Oana. How are you doing today? Are you still in the? I heard you was in the hospital. I didn't know. I didn't know you were in there. Are you home now? Are you still in the hospital? Are you okay? What's wrong with you? I want to. I was going to ask you if you want me to put you in the prayer book. Damn it! I hate that when it does that. I, that's why I don't go there. I'm sorry. Uh, I went there 35 years ago. Waited 9 hours in the lobby to be seen by a doctor for 15 minutes that didn't even knew less about my what was wrong with me than I did. Never go back again. I I've heard it changed, but until I can't believe it. I'd never go back. So I'm you know I think it's a terrible shame the way the veterans have been treated. I know it's getting different now, but it should have never been different. It should have always been. They should have been treated. Number one, the best health care anywhere. They should have always got it. But no, the government just wants to use everybody as a war machine and then get rid of them. They don't want to pay to fix them. Yeah. Hello. This is a Insomniacs Anonymous. Yes, it is free music. How are you doing today? You guys aren't acquainted with Alana Petrovich. Go ahead and look at her channel. She is a vet. Show her some channel love. They can hold you as a medical prisoner. That's why I don't go there. Piss on them bastards. Sorry about my language, but piss on them. You know. And you guys aren't acquainted with Free Music Jukebox. He puts up uh, copy-free music that you can use on your YouTube's channels. I have yet to do it because I ain't smart enough to figure out how to put the music on. So uh, go ahead and check out both their channels. I would end up with a paddle boat, ride mower, and a moped in the trail. There you go. That's funny. There. You guys aren't acquainted with 000? Go ahead. He does music live streams. He does request. He'll play the music for you. When he's done, he shuts the channel. He deletes it. So now, if if it weren't for bad luck, that boy, we wouldn't have no luck at all. All right, great. I'm just trying to pick you up a few more followers. Jeanette, how are you doing? I was a National Guard there, redneck. And thank you for thanking me. Was you in the service, Redneck? My wife calls the National Guards the Boy Scouts, you know. So, but she knows it's not the Boy Scouts. Right. It's nice to earn them. I I don't I don't like people. I don't like channels that come in here and say, "Please, I showed you love. Show me love back." That don't work. If I go to your channel and hit that little red box, I don't expect you to hit that little red box back. If you do, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. But what upsets me is when they come in and say they hit that red box, okay, and then you go in and hit their red box and you find out they never did. They come in and lie to you. That's what upsets me. You're welcome there, that boy. Double O, he is actually, his channel name used to be Fat Boy, and that Fat Boy 440. Uh, when I type to him, I write, "Fat, who's fat? Fat Boy 440. That's who." So. That's funny, Redneck. You were drafted at the age of 2. That's funny. Well, you should be eligible for benefits. You're right, Jeanette. A lot of people think that just because they come in and they say they do it for you, they show you love, and then they expect you to show them love back. I 99% of the time, if I have time, I copy and paste, put the name on the chat list, and tell them I showed you channel love. Okay. That way they can't say, you never did. Well, yes, I did. It's in the chat. I had a person tell me I didn't show them channel love. So I went back and I looked, and I was a follower of theirs. So I said, yes, I am. They argued with me. No, you're not. I said, yes, I am. No, you're not. And I said, yes, I am. Then I finally had to screen share and said, see, what does it say? It says, I am subscribed to you. And that was the last time I'd actually heard or seen the person. I didn't unsubscribe to them, but sit there and call me a liar. I'll never go back to you. I'll never watch your videos or your channel. So, especially if I'm not a liar. So, well, that's good. Who thought you were? Was it somebody we know thought you were fake or what? I don't need to know the name. I just was it a big channel or? You're right. Hazy days. Okay. I got Hazy Days on my channel follower list. He seems like a nice guy. No. I have no problems with people telling me that I'm fake because I'm not, because you see what you get. This is my house. That's my oil lamp. This is me. I'm here. You get what you get. I'm 100% what you see. Yeah, that's the ones that really get me, is the ones that come in and say, I support you. Then as soon as you show them channel love, they come out and they take it right off. Well, that's good. He was a man and apologized. So that is good. As I said, I like Hazy Days. He's a channel follower. In fact, he comes in here. I seen him build a box guitar the other day, and I want to go back through and watch him completely build it because, yeah. I want to watch him completely build it because I think it's neat. I got a couple of cigar boxes out there in the garage. I'd make a guitar with. Super Mario Roblox 69. How are you doing? Good to see you here. I seen you come in. I just hadn't gotten around and say hi to you yet. It does take a man to apologize when he's wrong. Yep. Some people would just rather say piss on it, and never talk to him again. I don't care. I seen he was getting ready to finish it. I just haven't been in. I'd rather watch all of them, one right after another, than to watch one here and then one here, then one here, because then you don't. I absorb it a lot better if I watch it all at once. Missy, where have you been? I have not seen you in so long. I thought you fell off the face of the earth. Did you finally unlock the cage and get out? Did you? How's your knee doing? I'll have to watch that. Hey, that's our little secret there, Fat Boy. You ain't supposed to be telling everybody. No. Yep, they're a man. They're a real man. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit there and watch that box guitar video because I thought it was absolutely neat. And I have a guitar. I'm gonna as soon as I can get through this arthritis deal, where it doesn't hurt so bad. I want to learn how to play. They are two different people there, Molly 1K Dolly. One is Missy, and the other one is Double O. If you guys haven't checked out Super Mario's channel, go ahead and check out his channel. So. I have to check. Yeah, arthritis is a killer. I'm on that Metroplex. I got to take 6 Metroplex or whatever it's called. I have to take 6 pills one time a week. And I got to go back Monday at 11 o'clock to the doctors so they can check me out, see how good I'm doing or if it's doing any better. I don't know. It's hard to tell if it's doing any better because I have so much arthritis in me that when one part of the body stops hurting, the other one starts. So. Yes, Molly, they are a couple. Mary, how are you doing today? Glad to see you here. How's that foot massage there coming there, Molly? Is Charles doing okay? Molly doesn't have to work today, so she can spend all day here with us, and Charles is going to rub her feet. My better half, she's sleeping. She doesn't have to babysit today. My son's girlfriend is watching the kids today, so she doesn't have to watch the kids for right now, or maybe until later, but she doesn't have to do it right now, so. Yeah, it's in my wrist. That's where it's in my wrist. I got arthritis in almost every joint of my body, so it's hard. If you guys haven't acquainted yourself with Nancy Locks, I said this morning already. Go ahead and check out her channel. She has a lot of contents. She lives in France. "13 people, 6:08 in the morning on the Eastern Standard Times." Yeah, yeah, they are something. So, yeah. Um, the thing of it is I don't know if you guys know this or not. Yeah, arthritis is a cruel disease, and you're welcome for the shout out. Anytime you have arthritis, you don't want to do anything that has a repetitive vibration to it. Okay. And by what I mean by that is, like running a jackhammer or an impact wrench or a sawzall or a jigsaw or, anything that constantly did it, or pounding with a hammer. Because the movement of the wrist and then the sudden shock of it stopping, that's what gets the arthritis to moving, and that's what aggravates the arthritis. I did not know that until about 6 years ago. I was beating on the tailgate with a sledgehammer because I couldn't get the door pin was coming out or something. So we beat on it with a sledgehammer until we got it back in. The next day, I couldn't open up my hand. My fingers were about this big around. The arthritis, and this was this hand right here. The arthritis acted up so bad that when I went to work, I couldn't. I come in and showed them my hand. They said, "What's wrong with it?" I said, "I think it was from using that sledgehammer yesterday." And they sent me to the doctor, and it was my arthritis. The beating, well, the repetitive motion, start, stop, start, start, like like a jackhammer or beating on something, will aggravate the arthritis. It is sore, so. Well, join the crowd, Molly Dolly. Is free music put in here? This is Insomniacs Anonymous. You don't even have to be anonymous, but half of us don't get any sleep. I actually got another night. I actually got 3 or 4 hours of sleep, so that's better than most nights, because most nights I get 15, 20 minutes, and that's about all. It's helping just a little bit. It's nothing to write home to mama about. But they got me on prednisone, and it's hard to tell if the Metroplex is doing its job, because the prednisone actually works on the same symptoms, but when you're on prednisone, it's a steroid, and you gain a lot of weight. And I lost 150 some pounds, and I'm not looking to gain it all back again. So I told him I've gained This is the second time I've been on prednisone. I've gained about 10 pounds back. And I told him I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit there and put the prednisone in me so I can gain it all back again. So, either figure out what I can do without it, or I'll just suffer with pain. So, okay, Nancy, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. You have a good day. Don't work too hard. Like they say in America, don't work on company time and don't go to the bathroom on your own. That's right. Stay in the best shape I can. It will help with the arthritis there. I had arthritis in my left knee. I couldn't even straighten my left knee. Laying down on the bed, you could put a football underneath my kneecap in the bed. I could, because I couldn't straighten it out anymore. So they give me a total knee replacement. It'll be a year, April 7th, I believe I had it done. And I'm walking on it okay, but now my hip's taking a dump. So now I have to walk almost perpendicular, sideways, or, because that's the easiest way I can walk without with the least amount of pain. So. That's right. You take every day as it comes. Walking Explorer Urbex, UK, bro. How are you doing? Glad to see you here. Guys aren't affiliated with Walking Explorer, check out his channel. Show him some channel love. Yeah, I understand that completely. And the beds are so comfy there. Yeah. They don't want you sleeping there, Molly, then they shouldn't have made the bed so damn comfy, especially the tanning bed or the massage bed. Well, that's good. And you're welcome. I know you've been subbed to me for months. I remember the name. I try to get around to most of my channels. I think I've actually been in your channel and looked it around. I can't be 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I've been there. I try to, I don't know, people can tell you, I get around every day. I hit 15 to 20 live streams, go in there, tell them hi, show you channel love, throw up a few channel love supports, and then, hit the thumbs up, and then off to the next one. I wish I could stay longer with, at everybody's, but there's just so many hours in the day. Oh, I bet that was. What you need to do there, Molly, is get you about 5 or 6 of them great big old beach balls and tie them together somehow so they don't come apart, and then that, put them in the corner in the gym class there, and take yourself a nap there. So you are a qualified personal trainer. Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad, Alexander. I hope you liked it. I used to, when I was in the service, I weighed 162 pounds. I had a 53-inch chest, and I had a 27-inch waist. And I could bench 350 pounds, no problem. And I weighed, I had absolutely damn near no body fat. Um, and it was nice. Then I got married, and you know how marriage is: good cooking and good loving. That's what done it to me. Well, you know, if you shut the treadmill off, you can sleep on that too, Dolly. You know that, don't you? You get some of them straps and you can tie your arms right up to it, then put your forehead right on the control panel. Nobody will know the difference. Oh, I don't blame you. There, Alexander. I have bone spurs in both feet, and they tell me, they say, "Do you have feeling in your feet?" And this is what I tell them. I said, "Tell you what, I can step on an ant and tell you if it's a boy or a girl. That's how sensitive my feet are." Yeah, dog has a new pet. Watch where you step in here. That's right. I hate people touching my feet. Um, you know, every once in a while, my wife will have to put lotion on my legs and my feet, and um, it's all I can do just to, you know, have her touch my feet. Uh, I prefer, you know, I wear socks all the time for circulation, but I my feet are more comfortable sitting in my slippers, even with my feet up. For some reason, my slippers feel good on my feet, just, you know, like that. But I can't sleep with my slippers on. So I discovered cotton candy grapes today. My life is complete. It's all I eat now. Great. Yeah, there you go. I was on an auction site yesterday and I bid on a hot dog uh, roller. You know, ones that make, you know, like at the gas stations and stuff. I didn't get it, but oh well, maybe the next one I will. I don't like to spend too much money on something I can't physically, you know, look at. You know, uh, so this online thing, you buy it, then you go pick it. You know, pay for you. You go there and then you pay for it, pick it up. So, and if it wouldn't have been, if I'd have got it and I'd have got up there and it wouldn't have been what they advertised, I'd have told them no, I ain't taking. You know, not for that kind of money. I'm not taking it. So, but I didn't get it. I have to get in and check and see how much it did go for. I'm gonna do that later on. And I want to. Oh, I screwed up there. Let's go here. I gotta put my. I've got another channel called Grab a Dog, and that's going to have the hot dog card on it. So when I get hot dog videos up and running, I will have that with videos on it. This right here is that right there is my merchandise page. You guys are interested in some Iron Dog apparel, go ahead and go in there and look at that. No, I own hot dog cards. Why, you know somebody's got one? I've got I got a 3 burner, and a friend of mine's got a 2 burner, and they're both sitting in my garage right now. And a friend wants to sell me his, so I think we're going to do that. Um, but I got to get out there and set up some account, or you know, some events so I can get my and inspections done. I do. I go into Craigslist and stuff like that. That's what I mainly look for stuff. eBay. Um, I try to buy stuff that's practically new at a good price. So she said she would be in, Charles. Last night she told me she'd be in. I don't know if maybe she's still sleeping um, or a little busy with her children right now. So I'm sorry to hear that, Charles. Your friend passed away. If you wouldn't quit smoking. Yeah, but by the time you send it over my way, though, it isn't though. So, but if you're looking to get into the business, it's a good business. Um, you can make good money. So I make decent money when we. That's funny, that boy. When we have an event, we make good money. You know, we're not getting filthy rich, but every time we do an event, we make a couple hundred extra dollars. So yeah, I actually want to buy a container and put it in my behind my house and on a concrete pad if I could. They make damn good sheds. So yep, hot dogs and burgers, and they make a ton of money, man. We are going to put uh, a grill on ours, so we have the capability of putting a grill on the cart, so we'll be able to, uh, you know, grill hot dogs if they want a grilled one. Yep, there's always people lined up. About shelving racks. You know what? I used to make them shelving racks that you see in the big warehouses. The fabric. It's actually called a wire mesh or a wire fabric. Uh, it's done by weaving vertical and horizontal steel wires together. Some of them, the main ones are about the size of your finger, a little bit smaller. Then the rest of them are about the size of a pencil, and they come down spot weld. They run like this, and they spot weld at the same time. And then there's a thing that reaches up and grabs it, pulls it like this, 2 inches at a time, so you get the 2-inch squares. Uh, I've made millions of those panels, and those will actually work good for a shelf, but you still have to you know somehow make it solid. If that's what you're talking about. I tell you what, if we had better bar business where I live, I would be out there at night, selling hot dogs at the bars. But our bars aren't big, and at best you got 40 to 50 people at the bar. You know, and when they come walking out, you know, Half of them are going to be too drunk to want a hot dog. A quarter of the other half is going to be wanting to argue with you, and the other quarter, they'll buy a hot dog. So, what? Why aren't you happy today, old mucker? What happened? I don't never heard of Harvey Spooner. Fast and Fearless, how are you doing? Well, that ain't good, is it? Either you made too much money or you didn't have enough deductions, but I don't know how it works in anyone. So I was on Fast and Fearless yesterday. I was at his live stream yesterday. Old Mucker was there. He was testing out his live stream, trying to figure out how to do it right and do it good. He did a pretty good job. I was happy with what he did. I know. It'll make him sick as a dog. You're right. I know Musty One and you Dizzy too. I have both of them on my account or channel followers. But I don't know Harvey though. I might, but I can't remember that name. That's right, old mucker. Just go back and give him an ass kicking for giving you the bad news. Like they say, don't kill a messenger. Yep. Yeah, you guys got to pay for the queen somehow, there, mucker. I'd tell her to get her ass off in the government welfare and get a job. I don't. Yeah. What was his name again? Harvey Spooner. I'll check it out. Is there a reason why you're bringing up that name there, Harvey Spooner? Um, Let me bring up his account. Does this guy does this guy do a bunch of stuff with ATVs and mini bikes and stuff like that? Yeah, mini bikes, ATVs, four wheelers, and stuff like that. I'll have to check out his channel because I'm interested in all that stuff. Like they say, the last one to go with the most toys wins. So, or the one that goes with the most toys wins. That's right. I'll have to check out that guy and see what he's got. fact, I got him right up here. I will. I just showed him some channel love, and I'll check out his channel later. Yeah, there you go. I am looking for a concession trailer sooner or later. I found one yesterday. It's not what I want, but it's what I can afford. So I got to get a hold of the lady, and I want her to send me some more pictures because it's like a 4-hour drive from here, and to see if it's worth my time going down there and looking at. Because I want one. I want to keep the hot dog carts, but I want one for the winter time so we can actually work, the winter without freezing. You did pretty good there, Fast and Fearless. I was quite happy and impressed with what you were doing. That's right. Exactly what I can afford. Yeah. I mean, we have a 10 by 20 tent that we can put up, and it's like the ones you see at the weddings and stuff like that. We got one of them. We got a 10 by 10 easy up tent that we can put up. The 10 by 20's got sides on it. I have propane heaters and all that other good stuff. So, well, bring me back a coffee while you're getting yourself a tea, old mucker. Cream and hazelnut coffee creamer or additive, please. And a twin trailer. You mean twin axle trailer? And you're talking about UV? Hold on, I gotta get to his name right. You Dizzy? Are you talking about you Dizzy? Ubermiss. I don't know who Ubermiss is. It does, doesn't it, Missy? Why don't you run up and get me a cup? Yeah, I know. Mucker looks pretty bad for a guy that's only 35 years old. All gray, worn out. Walks bent over so bad that every time he takes a step, his hands slap his kneecaps because he bent over so bad. He's just worn out guy. Okay, that's a scrap guy. Well, if I do that, then I got to leave you guys alone, Missy. Written in Blood, how are you doing today? Good to see you here, man. You haven't affiliated yourself with Written in Blood? Go ahead and check his channel out. He's a gamer. He does music, streams. He's a good channel. The guy treats everybody with respect and dignity. So go ahead and check out his channel. There's a twin axle. Okay. I do, Fearless. I do. Oh, come on, Missy. Now you're nursing that knee for way too long. That was 5 weeks ago that happened. Get up and get me a cup of coffee. Double time. March now. Or I can get up and get it for you if you'd rather have me do it for you. I'll get up and I'll get the coffee while Fast and Fearless is making her breakfast. I don't like my bacon crispy, but I do like my sausages done. Over medium on the eggs and make the biscuits nice and fluffy if you would. A little butter. And Charles will take the same thing. I'll be right back. Let me get a cup of coffee. Okay, I'm sorry. Missy, there was only enough for one cup, so I'm sorry. I'm making more, though. You don't like sausage, Missy? Well, as long as somebody's feeding you good, Molly, I guess that's all it counts. So, So, anybody want to talk about something other than the Second Amendment, sex, or the sexy Second Amendment? That's a no big. That's a no. That's a big no on the side. Yeah, Missy, you don't like sausage? You don't like sausage, Missy? Missy, you don't like sausage? Missy, you don't like sausage. Hmm. That's hard to believe. Give a dog a big thumbs up. There you go. Yeah. And I do um, sausage. Speaking of that, I do want to make some deer jerky. I've got my son's got a bunch of deer, and I'm gonna have to do a video grinding it all up, adding the spices and the stuff to it, and I'm gonna make some deer jerky. Yeah, don't be living on too much cotton candy grapes there, Molly. Uh, if it tastes good, spit it out because it's not good for you. Huh? You haven't had a sausage in a long time, or you haven't had a long sausage in quite some time. Did you notice that play of words? Better tell that boy get to work. Damn it! Yeah, yeah. They are green grapes, and they taste like cotton candy. Well, they're green grapes, and they taste like cotton candy. Spit them out because they aren't going to be good for you. Yeah. The second one left my head. Yeah, you're right. Uh, you haven't had a long sausage in quite a time. Good morning, Arizona Ghost Riders. How are you doing this fine morning? 4:45 in the a.m. for you there. Well, that ain't too hard. Load out the bus. Forget about us. Put the blame on him. Get his ass down there, or you go see him. I know it's early. It's 4:45 where you're at. I don't know if you guys remember the uh, um, donut commercial. Time to make the donuts, Dunkin' Donuts or whatever it was. But the old man would get up, click on the light. Next thing you know, you'd see him walk out of the house and uh, he'd go to the donut shop bright and early and make donuts. Well, then they did a commercial of him leaving the house and he walked out to the chicken coop and said, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be up?" Yep, that was me. Everybody says, used to tell me I used to get up so early. Who do you think woke the rooster up? Me. Oh, it's 3:45. Okay, I didn't know you were 3 hours behind us. I thought you were only two. 3:45 in the a.m. Are you just getting in, or are you just getting up? It's 9:46 p.m. where Molly is in Melbourne, Australia. She decided she's not working today, so she's got her feet up on the footstool, and Charles is rubbing her tootsies for her. Oh, how's the foot massage there, Molly? Is it working out for you? Okay. Just getting up, the cat's up. Yeah. Isn't it amazing how the cat will get you up and then they'll sleep all day long? Oh, feed me, feed me. And they get right in your face just like this and look at you, you know. And you can tell what they're thinking. Get your ass out of bed and feed me. We used to have this old long-haired white cat, and she was cool. She would sleep with my daughter upstairs, and then when uh, my wife would yell for him to get up to go to school in the morning, the cat would come down first. Then my daughter would come down. Well, then my daughter would come down. My cat would sit there and slap her on the back of her legs until she went into the bathroom and fed the cat. And that was kind of cool. That's because that's where the cat's dish was at, was in the bathroom. And the cat would slap her until she made it to the bathroom to feed her. Yeah, it's hard to believe a cat's up, isn't it? We had a couple of cats here at this house, and for some reason they have a cat tucky derby at 3:45 in the morning. That's where, you know, they run around the house for absolutely no reason whatsoever, and you can hear them because it sounds like a freight train running through here. And you know, I call it the cat tucky derby. That's exactly what it is. Hmm. Are you calling me Kevin, Molly, or Arizona? What's funny about that cat we used to have, that white one, you go to the bathroom and that cat would walk right up to you and sit right in front of you and look at you going to the bathroom and sit there and stare right at you like this. So after a few months of that stuff, because she'd be in the bathroom, you know, you leave the door open, she'd either stay in there or she'd go upstairs, but she didn't like to be out in the living room with a dog. Oh, your cat is called Kevin. All right, well, that's kind of neat. I got a brother named Kevin, a twin brother. So, um, but anyways, after about a few months of taking that stuff, I walked in the bathroom and she was in the kitty litter box. So I walked right over there, got down on my knees, and went just like this to her. And she kept, I said, "Oh, you don't like it, do you?" So, but she was a neat cat. We called her Fluffy. Yeah, Fireman CV calls his cat a dog. He said, "Here, boy, come here, dog." His wife says, "Quit calling that cat a dog." He said, "Well, it's the only thing I know. You know, a dog comes when you call it. The cat does too, so it must be a dog." Yeah. The only time we'd ever get cats to come see us is if you were shaking a box of, you know, kitten food or kitty food, you know. Then they'd come running. Hmm. Yeah, the bear used to sleep in the bathroom sink. Yeah. You know why he doesn't answer his name, don't you? He says, "Oh, why is she yelling for Kevin? My name's Carl." Um, that's what Bear was a Mancoon cat there, Missy. He doesn't love me, but he loves my twin brother, so I don't know what the hell the deal was on it, but Bear is getting huge. and that's part. A Mancoon gets really, really big. So if make sure that's what you want. Um, they'll get the size of a small dog, you know, not a Chihuahua or anything like that. But they'll get the height and the length of a small dog or a small to medium sized dog. They won't get that weight, but they'll get the size of it. Cats are cool. Dogs are cool. There's nothing better than the love of a dog, because a dog doesn't care. As long as you treat the dog with love and respect, that dog will love you till the day it dies. Yeah. My son's got a female cat that's in heat, and she was walking around yesterday in her house screaming, and I, I they said, "Why is she doing that?" I said, "Because she's in heat." They said, "No, she ain't." I said, "Yes, she is. She's in heat." I said, "Man, it looks like she's in pain. She's writhing in pain so bad. She's in heat so bad." I said, "No. Yes, you will have yourself a guard cat." No. I'd show you a picture of Bear, but I just actually deleted it off my phone the other day. Yeah, fish are hard to drown for some reason. Yeah, especially you put your little finger and you go like this, coochie 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 coo to the fish tank full of piranhas. You might come back with nothing. You know, make sure you know what you're petting when you reach into a fish tank. You're moving to Chicago? Well, that is nice. When are you moving to Chicago, Molly? And why would you move to Chicago? Just asking. I wouldn't move to Chicago on a bet. Mesa or Chicago or both. Never been to Mesa. I have been to Chicago. And if you take the first four letters off and what Charles just wrote there on that last word, and then you add it to the ago, that's what you get. Chicago. Yeah, they have deep dish pizza, but it still isn't worth going there. Yeah. Okay, you were born in Australia, but are you an American citizen, Molly? Do you have dual citizenship? Yeah, me too. Your auntie visits there in the summer to avoid winter. Yeah, but if you come here and live in Chicago, she'll have to stay here all winter then. Well, that's good. You have dual citizenship. All right. Yeah. Winters are rough in Chicago, yeah. Between all the blood and the guts on the sidewalks and stuff in the cold weather and the wind coming off the lake, you're right. Isn't it funny how the one of the biggest cities in the United States with the toughest gun laws has the most people killed every year with guns. Um, they want, and that's why people try. I don't understand why they think uh, by banning the guns is going to work because 99.9% of the gun infractions in Chicago are done with illegally owned guns. So, yeah, the winter is Chicago's least of their problems. And they'll have another big problem as soon as, oh, I'm not going to mention his name, but he was a former president with the initials of BO. As soon as he moves back to Chicago, I'm sure the problems are just going to escalate there. But that's their boy, so they can keep him. 17 people, 7 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, that asshat. Yeah, you're right there, Charles. Oh, 16 people. According to everybody, he's not. Well, from what I understood, he is uh, the third best president in the United States. There was a BO, Barack Obama, number three, Jimmy Carter, number two, and the other 43 presidents, number one. Okay, that's pretty interesting, Molly. You're right. Are you still rubbing Molly's feet there? Yeah, they had me going. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. No, I voted for BO twice, but after the 6 year after I voted for him the second time, and I found out nothing was changing other than the national debt growing bigger and bigger every day, and you know people were or the government was giving away our stuff to terrorists for no reason. I decided that wasn't the route to go no more. So I really don't want to get this into a political stance, but I'm sure people understand. Um, about 140 deaths from guns here every year. That's in England. Yeah. Chicago has that about every month. You're doing a speaking tour for $10,000 a table? God, I bet that was $10,000 of wasted money right there. You're right. But guns aren't the problem. Uh, Guns don't kill people. People kill people using guns. So I really don't want to get into that subject. So, good morning, Maniac. How are you doing this fine morning? Nice to see you here. You're right, Yolana. There's too much corruption everywhere. What we need to do as the people of the United States is to take back our government, get rid of the corruption. And I've said this, and I'll say it again. We need to go to Washington, D.C. with a spool full of heavy rope and hang 535 politicians from the Capitol steps until their feet are about this far off the ground. That's when you can tell a politician's well hung, when their feet are about that far off the ground. And let them hang and swing there for a few days. That will put in motion that the next group coming in shouldn't be screwing with America or the taxpayers or the corruption anymore. We've already got a bunch of organized militias out there. Every state has a militia, and it's not by state-owned. They're private citizens. And I don't know, some of these militia groups, if you actually seen what they have, it would scare you. But they have it for a reason. And a lot of them are well financed, you know. They are financed by big corporations or big people with, you know, big money for that exact same reason, you know, to protect, you know, the United States from the government. And sooner or later, probably won't happen in our lifetime, but sooner or later, enough will be enough. Somebody will snap, and then there will be a second Revolutionary War where they will finally take back America from the corrupt politicians, and that'll be it. You know, it took 240 years to get this way, but in the last 50, 60 years is when it's really gotten to the way where corruption was a norm. Nobody thought two things about corruption. But now we got to stop. They got to start putting America first, the citizens first, the jobs first, and all the other stuff first, before they start putting their own pockets first. And the biggest mistake we did was letting them have the say on what they could pay themselves. So you're right. Australia has tough gun laws too. But the reason we have the Second Amendment is for the exact same reason it says right there, to protect ourselves from enemies, foreign and domestic, including the government. So there is a senator, Dianne Feinstein, and she is the equivalent of a brain dead Einstein, because she said once criminals find out nobody has any guns, they'll lay their guns down because they won't need them. Huh. Anybody find that stupid? If I was a criminal and I knew you didn't have a gun, I'd have two just for the hell of it. Make my point twice as clear. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, some of these people just don't get it. Yeah, your population is only 25 million. We got 330 million people living here. You're right, Charles. 90% of all the crimes are done with illegal weapons. It is stupid and crazy, Alana. It is. But that's how they think. And then people still vote for these people and put them in office. But some of these Democrats are now saying, hey, man, we're not going to back this Feinstein because her cheese has already slipped off her cracker, you know? So, Bama Grits, how are you doing this morning? You're looking lovely as ever. So, yeah, Molly K. Dolly, everyone, Molly 1K. Um, Chicago is a perfect example of, just like Australia. Chicago is a perfect example of gun laws. They have the strictest gun laws in the United States, but they have the worst gun crimes. So gun laws don't work. Alana, I'll say this, but I don't want to, you know, about Nancy Pelosi. I hope this don't offend anybody, but I consider Nancy Pelosi, uh, Feinstein, Sheila Jackson, and what's the other guy's name? I can't think of it, but the other guy is another politician that said that if all the sailors got off the ship at Guam and got onto the island, would it flip over? And honest to God, this guy's a Democrat politician and said it right in Democratic open hearings, or said it right at a Senate hearing committee. I consider those four people, and cover your ears, Bama, because I don't want you to hear my swear word, batshit crazy. They're just that crazy. I know you weren't doing too good yesterday, Bama. I appreciate you being here today. We all have bad days. We all have good days. Some days are better than others. Some days are worse than others. So, but you can look up. Go to Google and look up Guam tipping over, and you will find it. Or you can go into YouTube. In fact, I will do it real quick for you guys while I'm talking to you. And I can tell you exactly who it is. His name is Hank Johnson, Congressman Hank Johnson. And if you don't believe me, here we go. There you go. There is one of the post. And Sheila Jackson is another one. She's just as smart as that Hank Johnson. So, but go ahead and watch that video. It's only a few minutes long, and he straight faced asked how the military, aren't you concerned with all them military men getting off the ship, going to the city, going to the island of Guam, the island tipping over? And it is so funny because you look at the face of the guy from the general or whatever he is. I can't remember who he was at the time, but you look at him and you could tell he wanted to laugh and call that guy an idiot, but he answered straight out, no, we don't think it's going to happen. Okay, maniac. If you roll out of bed and you feel like coming back, come on back. We'd love to have you. Would you like me to put you on my prayer list, Maniac? Are you feeling better today? I know you've been not feeling good lately. Hazelnut Channel, nothing. What's up with you? How you doing? You're right, Bama. Nancy Pelosi is nuts. Oh, there you go. Remember, you guys, if you got it on top chat, make sure you put it down on live chat because you are missing comments. Well, that's great, Hazelnut. I'm glad you're doing good. Bama, would you like us? That's right. That would be a nice thought if you were standing on the edge when it did tip over, so you'd be the first one in. Maybe that would be the deciding tipper right there. You know, after he tipped and fell in, it would straighten right back up and be okay. Bama, would you like me to put you on my prayer list? Maniac didn't answer me, so I don't know. I don't want to put somebody on there that doesn't want to be on there. So. Gotta make some black coffee there, Hazelnut. Yeah, I told you. Um, People said, "Oh no, there's nobody that stupid." I said, "You want to bet?" They keep voting for the guy. Yes, there is. If you guys don't believe there's a bunch of mentally challenged people, and I don't mean any disrespect to people that are mentally challenged, but if you don't believe there's a bunch of mentally challenged people in politics, start looking around. Because a lot of them say stuff that is so stupid you couldn't believe that they're that dumb to think about that or to think that stuff is actually true. You like listening to classic songs from 1950s? I like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. You're right. I don't know who's dumber, the politician or the people that vote for him anymore. So sha-na-na, sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. Mr. Sandman. Okay, I'll put you on. Like I say, we don't actually say a prayer, but when we're done, we put you on the prayer list and we run through the prayer list. And I tell everybody keep all these people in your thoughts and prayers for the day. And if you don't remember the names, you can either do one great big generic prayer, I guess that's what you'd call it, or you can go back through the list and find the names you're looking for. Because I leave that up all the time, so it's not going anywhere. Um, But like I said, I don't go to church, and I should go to church, but I don't go to church. Uh, but I do believe in God. I am a God-fearing person. I do believe in the power of prayer, and I do believe that being a good person is the right way to be, uh, in this society. It's, you're not going to go nowhere being nasty, or rotten. Good morning, Gene. How are you doing this fine morning? Nice to see you here. Thanks for the comment on the YouTube video I just done. I put out another video last night, my Dollar Tree haul. We spent $66.74, I believe, or 75 cents, something like that. And people, it's hard to buy that much at Dollar Tree. No, it's not. But I went up there and I went to pay for it. And I said, I bet that's the biggest haul you've had today. And she looked right at me and said, yeah. Okay there, Charles. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Hi, Tony. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Sorry about being so late to telling you. Telling you hi. You're welcome, Ben McGritz. Yeah, I did get a ton of stuff. I'm telling you, you guys have got to go there and get them pork pot stickers. They come with their own sauce. You put them in a microwave for about 1.5 minutes to 1:45 seconds, something like that. And there's 6 in there. Me and Mrs. Dog, we usually open up 4 packages, so there's 24. And that'll be a meal. And I'll open up a package of those garden vegetable spring rolls, because they're only about this long, and there's 10 of them. And we'll open that. That'll be our meal, and we'll have stuff left over. And and it's sitting on on a plate on the stovetop. And as you walk by, you grab a pot sticker or you grab an egg roll or whatever. By the end of the night, they're all gone. So, Bee Gees, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Hazelnut. Yeah, staying alive, staying alive. I, staying alive. Good morning, Kevin. Those spring rolls are excellent, man. And for $1, I put them on a paper plate on a napkin because there is some grease in them, and the napkin draws the grease out when you're cooking them, and they're good. So you can use that dipping sauce that you get with the pot stickers, or sometimes I actually just drop a few drops of hot sauce on them. You're right. That's what I'm drinking today there, Gene. I'm drinking that hazelnut coffee additive. And for $1, it lasts about 4 or 5 days for me. So, 25 cents a day, they ain't bad at all. And I love Vienna sausages. I only bought 2 cans of them because if I buy more than that, I'll eat more than that. You know what I'm saying? I try to only eat them 2 or 3 times a week, for a snack, or, that might be my lunch with some crackers or something like that. Other than that, I try not to, buy too many of them. You got a 4-hour drive later on today? Okay. Where you headed to? I like potted meat on crackers too, 19 people, 7:22 in the morning. How is everybody? 18 people. Somebody just dropped out. Well, if it's doing very good, then how come I had to go get you your coffee because you said you were suffering with your knee, Missy? Wow, 280 bucks. I'm going to, or my wife is, we're going to Aldi's to get the hams because they're 95 cents a pound. And we're going to get 2 or 3 of those. And we're not going to use 2 or 3 of them, but we're going to get two or three of those, and so I can put them in a freezer. I like the spiral cut hams, but I don't like them glazed or anything like that because I use them for different things. And once you put the glazing on them, you can't use them for scalloped potatoes, or you can't use them in omelets or anything like that because you get that sweet taste. So, but there's my sister-in-law. She's bringing a sliced glazed ham, and we're going to have a regular ham, a regular sliced ham. Well, there goes the life bite. But we're going to have macaroni salad, potato salad, deviled eggs, I think macaroni and cheese, and a cheese ball, carrot cake, peach cobbler, a sweet potato pie with marshmallow fluff toasted on it. And what else? I can't remember. Something else, I think. Probably green bean casserole or something like that. Oh, yeah. I had curly fries yesterday for dinner there, Kevin. That's right. I put that in my live stream, or my video yesterday there, Gene. Hope we get 5 or 6 inches of snow, so I'll just hide white eggs out there. Well, then I have to go to the store and buy white eggs because all I got is farm eggs and they're all brown. Well, that's good, Bama. We end up going to the store probably 20 times a month, and I don't know. We buy stuff that we need. We buy stuff that's on sale. We buy stuff we don't need. So, but it's what we do, I guess. So, I said I spent $64 or $66, something like that, last night at the Dollar Tree. But I got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff for Easter. We got some cleaning chemicals and stuff like that. So, I used to go to Sam's Club, and we'd spend $350, $400 going to Sam's. And I'd come home and I'd spend 2 hours separating meat, putting it into freezer bags and marking it and wrapping it, and then, putting it in the freezer. We don't go to Sam's that often anymore because it's just me and my wife, and we got a freezer full of food and stuff like that. So, but we do go there when we need stuff for the hot dog cart, like trays and stuff like that, because I can get them cheaper there than I can get them at Gordon's. I can buy a whole box of them at Sam's Club for the price I can get one sleeve of them at Gordon's. So, I am trying to get where my son works. It's a big factory. I'm trying to get into that for lunches to start serving hot dogs there. So I think that would be a pretty good job, or not job, but a pretty good event. That's the thing to do. You buy in bulk and separate it in smaller packages. I used to buy ham and have them. I I have them slice it, like a quarter-inch thick, and do about a half inch or a quarter-inch to 3/8 inch thick. And then I'd have them stop it halfway through. Then I'd have them shave the ham. So I'd have lunch meat, and then I would have ham steaks, for ham steak and eggs or something like that. Hi, Dem. How are you doing? Good to see you here. Nice to see you here. I'm glad you can make it. Are you feeling better? If you guys aren't acquainted with Dem Seeking Earth Mama, go ahead and give her a channel a look-see. Show her some channel love. Same way with Gene Chambers. Show him some channel love. Show Missy some channel love. And Bama Grits. And the Hazelnut channel. I haven't said this in a while. So you go back and check all them channels and show them some channel love if you can. They would appreciate it. I'm sure they would. I'm the same. I'm still here, just muddling through. Just like everybody else. I slept about 3.5 hours yesterday, so I did get some sleep. Mrs. Dog, she's usually up and out of here by 5:15, 5:20, but she didn't have to babysit today, so she's going to sleep in. You got to work all weekend, Kevin? You guys aren't acquainted with Kevin Miller, go ahead and check out his channel. That's my twin brother. Maybe get Tylene to get a second job. That way you could quit yours. Be a 2-income family still. I remember my wife said that to me years ago. I come walk in the house. She said, I've been thinking we need to be a 2-income family. I thought, well, wow, she wants to get a job now. And I said, well, really? She said, yeah, I think you need to get a second job. I didn't exactly know when I was going to do it because, there's only so many hours in the day. Okay, Kevin needs one more sub to get 100. Can we get him to 100? Let's go to his channel, check his channel out. Huh. Yeah, let's see. He's got how many? He's got 99. He's got 101. Got 102. $103. Got 103 channel followers. See, By coming here, you can get some channel love. Yeah. You were sub. You're right, old Mecker. Glad to see you back. Oh. Well, Missy beat me to it. She was 100, but I was 101, 102, and 103. Welcome to another episode of Iron Dog. Counting slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woohoo! Congrats to Kevin Miller. I know Kevin Hellman's just having fun with me. Well, you're welcome, because I was 101, 102, and 103. It's a dog's world. Yeah, it's a dog's world. You know what? That'd be a nice channel name right there. It's a dog's world. Oh. I do have I have a few channels. I have some just so I can go in and screw with some of my friends on YouTube, because they don't know who I am, until I finally tell them, or they get an idea who I am, but they can't come out and say it because they don't really know. So I did that yesterday to a couple of them. I had fun with them. I don't do it for trolling. Trust me, I don't do it for trolling. I would never troll somebody. But I would go in and screw with one of my YouTube friends. Yes, I would. But I would never I would never act like a troll and go in there and swear or cut down people or, cause havoc. But for example, I went into one yesterday and I said, hey, such and such a person sent me over here because they said they're a good buddy of mine. They sent me over here saying you would help me with my OBS and help me figure out on Hangouts and help me get everything started, because they said you're a stand-up guy and you'll help anybody. I really can't learn too fast, but if you would help me, I surely would appreciate it. And I think they had an idea who I was at the time, but they didn't know because they wanted me to send them an email. I said, well, I can't send you an email, but I can send you a personal message, in your box. Because if I had sent them an email, they'd have known who I was. Oh, yeah? Did they have something good to say about me? I hope so. I like Kim. Kim Fife's a good channel. So if you guys get a chance, go see Kim Fife. That's KIM FYFFE, Kim Fife. So me and him, we helped each other, or him and I, proper English, him and I helped each other get to our channel status, so we could be You're right, but the reason why I start so early is because I don't want to compete with everybody else, and I do pretty good. I should start a live stream, in the afternoon sometime, or maybe on Friday nights or something like that. But I try. I'd love to have people in here. There's a bunch of people that get up early in the morning that need channel 11 too. So I try to take care of the morning crowd, and after I get done, I go take a break. I get on Facebook for a little bit, then I go start hitting live streams, and I hit live streams for a couple hours. And I said I hit 10 or 15 of them. I can't sit at all of them. But I go in, give them some channel love, tell them a hi and a thumbs up, then I go to the next one. This isn't early. If you're not a slacker, you're right. This isn't early. Hell yeah, I got Arizona Ghost Rider. He's up. It's 3:30. It was well, what time is it? It's 4:37 in the morning there now. It's not early. It's late night for him. So you're right. I tell everybody about that old mucker. I said, everybody thinks old mucker's like, he's rough. And I said, well, old mucker's just like sandpaper. He's kind of coarse on one side and he's smooth on the other side. You just got to know how to take old mucker. He's a good guy, really a good guy, hell of a nice guy. All right, Kevin, go sell a couple of houses or something, make some money, and go out and then celebrate with a bucket. You have yourself a good weekend if I don't see you tomorrow or Sunday. Um, by me being on early, um, my other channel followers across the pond or in the UK or whatever, they come and see me because it's later in the afternoon. It's they're 4 or 5 hours or 12 hours ahead of us. So if I did it later in the afternoon, I wouldn't be able to see them because then it would be early in the middle of the night for them or whatever. So I guess I have to start doing a live stream, like every other day in the afternoon or something like that. Okay, Missy, you have a good day too. Be careful. Your son's getting married next weekend. Well, congratulations. And like Dem says, it's 11:30 there, 4 hours difference. So yeah. You have a good one, Missy. Be careful. The best thing for you is to get up and start walking, do some exercises with that kneecap. It was nice seeing Missy. Haven't seen her in so long. I thought Double O Fat Boy had her locked up in a cage. So, so you got to work all weekend, Kevin, my brother. Okay. I don't know if June's going to be on today or not because I was up at 1 o'clock and she was on a live stream with Green Bay Wacky, 805 Road King. Um, who else was on there? There's a few other ones on there. They asked me if I wanted to come on up, and I said no, I couldn't. I should have, but I didn't. So. But they were having a good time. It was I was there for about 30 minutes or so. It was fun. But I was on my way to the bathroom when I seen that they were on. I had to stop because I was downloading my video, and I had to stop and check, make sure it was downloaded, so I could do the rest of the tags on it and the thumbnail. And I got that done, and seen they were on, so I put it on for a little bit. You got the new mechanism now? Well, that's good there, old mucker. You get it fixed, make sure you do a video of it, or do a video of fixing it. That would be good. And put that on your channel. Okay, what does anybody want to talk about now? We got anything anybody wants to talk about? Other than sex, the Second Amendment, or the sexy Second Amendment? Okay, can't be bothered to make a vid. All right. He got a brand new clock for his birthday, and somehow he was tired or whatever and bumped it or something and broke it. So he had to order the parts to fix it. Yeah, that's people on Facebook sending dirty pictures and messages. Yeah, I don't understand it myself. I don't. I don't understand it. I get them all the time. So somebody sends them to me, I return the favor and send them to somebody else because I figure if I have to look at it, and sometimes it's torture, I should send it to some of my Facebook friends because I believe they should have to look at it too. I had one I sent to somebody, and they sent me a message back and said, I thought we was friends. And I said, we are. And he said, you can't be a friend of mine by sending me that kind of stuff. That was bad. And I said, well, how do you think I felt? It got sent to me. You're right. Some of the ones I get are disgusting. If I was you, I wouldn't accept the ones you're getting there from people there, old muckers. Some of that stuff is just pure trash. There we are. Now I can see you. Ken Hancock, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Always a pleasure. Mrs. Iron Dog's up. Anybody got anything they want to share with the panel? Or share with me, I mean? Huh, Bama. That's not right. DJ Davis Productions, how are you doing this morning? I will, Jean, when she comes back. Bama, if you get any more of those, you can send those to me, and I will make sure I dispose of those properly for you. I'm just kidding. I will, Dem, I will. Kenneth says he's keeping an even keel. That's good. There's every once in a while I'll open up something and I get it. I have my own group myself on Facebook. It's minding your own business. No, minding your neighbor's business. And I have that on Facebook, and I have, I don't know, like 300 people or something in it. So what do you want to talk about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Bring me up a subject. We'll talk about something. You waiting for the furnace guy at 9:30? You got an hour and a half or almost 2 hours to go before they get there, DDA. Before I block them, I tell them we don't use items that old or ugly. That's funny. Yep, nice fences make great neighbors. You're right. Jean Chambers says, "Good morning, Mrs. Iron Dog." She said, "Good morning." And Dem Seeking Earth said, "Good morning, Mrs. Iron Dog." She said, "Good morning." Woke up to an igloo this morning. It's too bad. Hopefully, you get it fixed before your pipes start to freeze and stuff. That's, I don't know. That's one thing about this house. It really, um, the temperature, it takes a long time for the temperature. We keep it around 72 degrees year round, summer and winter. That way, you don't get as sick as much because you're not in a climate that changes. It's the same climate all the time. But um, I've had it to where the thermostat it takes batteries, and if the batteries go dead and you don't know it, the furnace quits working. Well, um, it's gotten down to like 58 degrees in here before we finally realized, hey, it's getting a little chilly in here. What's going on? And then you go and check, and you realize the batteries are dead on the thermostat. But it takes forever. It'll take 10, 12 hours for it to drop 10 degrees in this house, as long as you're not running in and out of the house or leaving the door open. Old Mucker says, "Morning, my sweetheart, Mrs. Iron Dog." I think she's outside. But she'll say good morning to you there, Old Mucker. Oh, I'm pretty sure of that too there, Ken. You know, the government's done, and it's not just our government, every government's done some way of being able to control the weather. And if they finally do, that will probably be the death of us all, because once you unleash the beast, there's no stopping it. So, yeah, it's like 30 degrees in there now. Sorry about that. Omaka says, "Morning, my sweetheart, Mrs. Iron Dog." She starts laughing. She said, "Morning."
Morning, darling.
She said, "Morning, darling." You get a morning, darling, and I get a hey you. She's looking at me. No, I love her dearly. I know she loves me. No. Did you sleep good? No. I don't know why you're up. You don't have no reason to be up. I'd take you, a pill and go back to bed. She's having some sore throat problems.
No, in the ear.
And an ear infection or something. Charlene, Indiana, how are you doing this morning? Okay, Kevin wants to talk about scams and scam artists. Okay.
All right.
Start the conversation, Kevin. There are, well, I'll start it if you want. There are a lot of scams, and there are a lot of scams artists. Last night I watched a live stream video, and this woman won a $25 gift certificate or Amazon card or something like that. And she went to claim it, and when she went to claim it, the woman that she won it from says, "All you got to do is, put down the number that I sent you on your email, on your Instagram." And she said, "You never sent me nothing on my Instagram." She said, "Yes, I did." Somebody got in and got into her Instagram, contacted the channel and said, "Hey, my email's broke. Could you send it to my Instagram and just send me a picture of it, and I'll just write down the numbers and I can use the card over the internet?" And they did. So that woman was out of her $25, and the woman that won was out of her $25. So, and people are scams. People that do that are just, let's put it this way. You get yourself a good pair of hiking boots, that's got the deep treads in it, with the spaces, and you walk amongst a chicken coop for about 20, 30 minutes, stomping your feet. That stuff that gets inside the treads, that's what them people are. Exactly what they are. So, you're right. Jem, automatic robocall. If you can't dial that phone and call me, then don't call me, period. Don't call me with a computer and say, "Hold on a minute. Somebody will be right with you." No. Click. What really gets me is somebody will call you with a cell phone number and you don't answer it, or you do answer it, they hang up, you go to call them back. The number you're calling is not a valid number. Well, how is it put up on caller ID if it's not a valid number? How come the phone companies are letting these people throw up invalid numbers on their caller ID? Something's got to be done about it. So, Yankee Living, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Okay, Ken. I haven't had a Pepsi. I haven't had a pop since August 16th, or August 18th, 2016. So it's coming up on 2 years. I don't miss it. Every once in a while, I'll take a sip of, my wife will have an orange pop or a grape or a root beer or something. I'll take a sip of hers because I just, I want a sip. But haven't had a pop. I don't drink it. I don't drink beer either. I can't drink anything carbonated since this operation because it gives me tremendous amounts of gas, um, or burping, what I'm talking about. So I want to see that new movie Geostorm, um, but I don't drink it. Now, if my wife will have a beer, I'll take a sip, but I pay for that because I end up having burps for 20 minutes just because of carbonation. And that's not right there, Yankee Living. Those selling those phone numbers. There shouldn't be any way you can call somebody using a fake number and posting that fake number up. Now, I got a phone call and I called the number and it was a cell phone and I got a hold of a person. I said, "Hey, you called?" "No, I didn't call." Then they hung up on me. So I called them right back. I said, "Yes, you did. I got this number. You called me about my credit cards." "I didn't call you about your credit cards." I said, "Yes, you did. This number called me about my credit cards." Click. So I called them right back. They hung up on me. I called them back a fourth time. She says, "I didn't call you about your credit cards." Then I said, "You better get a hold of your provider and tell them somebody's using your phone number because this number called me and left a message about my credit cards. I don't have any credit cards. I've got it on my voice recording that they can help me get rid of my high interest credit cards." So it's just another scam. And I'm sure I got a hold of the person that I got a hold of, that for real, but they didn't want to deal with it. They want to deal with somebody, that's not alive. They make the phone call, and as soon as somebody answers, they click because it counts as a sale for them. That's funny, Gene. Junkyard, good morning. Good morning, Junkyard. Glad to see you here. Didn't see you come in. You snuck in through the side door of it now. Good morning, Junkyard. Well, we don't. This is all on cell phones. You're right. The Angry Amish just put up a new video. So you get out of here, make sure you go see the Angry Amish's new video. Taste in California. I bet it was funny there, Gene. Oh. I should answer the phone. Detroit City Morgue and Diner. You stab them, we slab them. You kill them, we grill them. So there you go. That's right. I do too. Yeah, cell phones. Um, cool Dad from the 80s. How are you doing, man? Glad to see you here. That would be funny. I think all scammers had to be shot. I really do. They should line them up, shoot them, and then shoot them again. Did I mention they should shoot them? I think they had to shoot them again. Yeah, they won't send it through the mail because that's a federal offense. So, but I got a long distance phone call there the other day. Well, I actually got two of them, and the one was from my long lost uncle from Ethiopia. It was his lawyer. Um, my long lost uncle left me $4 million, so I had to wire the lawyer $5,000 to get all the paperwork started. And I said, well, why can't we just take that out of the $4 million? He said, because it's in a bank and it's secure and we can't touch it until we have the paperwork ready. I said, okay. So I sent them $5,000 to get that started. And then the second call was to Scotland Yard, evidently, because I called and they said it was a police station. So actually, the second phone call was old Mucker. I missed something. It's annoying, those Microsoft Windows that have found problems with my computer. I say, well, we like the double pane windows, but the ones in my office are sticking. Can you? There you go. That's funny. Yeah, every once in a while I get them. Your Windows is shut down. Please call the tech center. Yeah, I'm going to call you because I know damn well you're the Windows tech center. Yeah, right. That sounds pretty interesting there, DJ Davis. I'm all about making them suffer. You know, anybody that, especially the ones that cheat, little old ladies and old men out of their pensions or whatever. All that pisses me off. When they do that to somebody, they steal all their money from them. Now this person doesn't have anything to live on. His life savings is gone, and there's no way of getting it back. And they have to go back to work, or do something, or go move in with their family because they've been robbed. Mrs. Iron Dog is in the house. Good morning, Mrs. Iron Dog. You're looking lovely as ever. She just said, "Shut up." She said, Kevin says, "Good morning, my beautiful sister-in-law. Love you from your favorite brother-in-law." That's funny. 21 people, 8:05 in the a.m. in the morning. Doing good. Y'all talk amongst yourself. Let me go get me another cup of coffee. I got to make another pot. Won't take but a second. Huh? Good morning, big guy Steve. This is what Gene was talking about. You buy this at the Dollar Tree. It's just a flavoring. You can put it in ice and water, make a hazelnut or vanilla water, or you can add this in your coffee. And this is, I put cream in my coffee, powdered cream, and I put this in my coffee, and you don't need any sugar because it's got sugar in it. And it makes it taste like hazelnut. It's pretty good stuff for $1. Damn good stuff. I got that. I get vanilla. They were all out of the big containers of creamer yesterday, so they don't know when they're going to get them. But when they do get them again, I'm going to buy a half a dozen, so I have them, for $1. Now, this big, they hold, I don't know, 2 pounds or whatever of creamer. Pretty good price, and it actually is pretty good cream. That's funny. Start calling them back at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was at who was I at yesterday? A new subscriber or channel follower. I was at his yesterday. I'm trying to remember his channel name until I see him a couple of times. He lives in Indiana. He wanted to come for dinner on Easter. I said, well, catch a ride with my brother.
Who's that?
I can't remember the guy's name. What is his name? Something 82. He was born in 82 or something like that. I can't remember his name. But he said, I'll come to dinner. I said, well, you just got to catch a ride. He said, no, well, they told me last night. He said, I tried running to your house, but I ran out of breath as soon as I got to the end of the driveway. So what says, I was watching Naked Cooking lately. There's women who cook naked. You're right. You can find that on YouTube. There's 100 channels with naked women cooking. It's called Naked Cooking. And well, there's guys cooking naked too. So if you're into that, you can watch that stuff too. No, I'm just telling you, you can find all that stuff on there.
Bless their heart.
Yeah, my wife says she could care less. Bless her heart. Yeah, you're right there. Only wears an apron. In fact, that showed up one day on suggested by YouTube. So. Yeah. You don't, a lot of times you don't even have to suggest, it just shows up in when you go to your home page, it'll be down there and they'll have it right there. Because if you do a lot of looking at cooking videos, it'll come in there because it doesn't differentiate from naked cooking and cooking. It just cooking channels. Yeah, just like Lovey's Naked Baking School. Yeah, is that the Lovey's that does the Lovey biscuits? Please, God, tell me that's not it. I'm cruel. It does. It tells you something. You YouTube wants to be all this fancy dancy, oh, we're better than now, and we got morals and stuff like that. They don't have no morals. They only got dollar signs. And those channels make money. And they will keep those channels because they make money. You can upload nakedness, Big Steve. You can do that. The reason they get away with it is because they put it down as educational or arts. Well, that was nice of them to send you a $5,000 cashier's check. Hopefully, you did cash it and send him back the difference, didn't you? Because that's what he needed, was the difference back to cover the cost of shipping and stuff. Well, that's a shame. So you're trying to tell me you're going to cheat that guy out of his $5,000 belly mower? That's not even right, Kevin. I looked at, on Craigslist one day, I looked at a pickup. And this is before I knew there were scammers like that out there. And the guy posted it in our state, but he said, and the truck was down in Tennessee, but he was selling it because he was up here and he wanted to sell it. So I contacted him and I said, I'm interested in the truck. When can we go down and look at it? He said, well, if you'd like, just go ahead and you can pay me for it and I'll have it shipped up here. I said, no, I'd like to see it first. He said, well, it's everything I said it was. I said, yeah, but is it everything I think it is? So the guy was reluctant to, tell me how to get to it to look at it in Tennessee. So I had a friend call him that was a car dealer, and he said, well, I'm interested in it too. Let me know where it's at. I'll go look at it. He said, and, just so everything's, safe, I'll bring my cousin with me. He's a police officer, so we can keep everything on the up and up, so there's no worry of, being robbed or you being robbed and me being robbed or one or the other. The guy hung up on him for some reason and then blocked his number so he couldn't call him back. Huh. You're right. Good morning, Tara. How are you doing? Well, yeah, there's body painting videos on Craigslist. They can get away with it, get around that. All they got to do is just, instead of personal ads, they just go into someplace else and start it all over with. You'd be surprised what you can find on Craigslist too, or who you can find on Craigslist. So. There are so many different perversions out there, and if you want to satisfy a perversion that you have, you can find it anywhere you look, almost, I bet. Well, that's not right. I'm sure there was just a miscalculation there, Kevin. Maybe the bank screwed up. So what? You're absolutely correct. You can find all that stuff on there. Tara, you are at 500. Good job. Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit the thumbs up, people. Hit the thumbs up. So, 21 people, 8:18 in the morning. How are you all doing? True Life Average Jane Vlog. How are you doing this morning? You guys aren't affiliated with her? Check out her channel. You have a great weekend too, Bama. I'll be on here tomorrow, most likely, and Sunday. If I'm not, well, you have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday. But I should be on here. Depends on if I don't know if I'm not sleeping. I'll be on. If I am sleeping, I guess I won't be. Yeah, that's right. Smash the like button for his buddy Iron. There you go. I know, isn't that something, Tara? You'll get somebody and they'll come in, and they'll want you to, show them some channel love, and as soon as you show them channel love, they back out of the box, and then they unsubscribe to you. I wish YouTube would send out notifications of people unsubscribing. They send it so they, when you subscribe to them, but they don't send it when you unsubscribe. And if they would do that, then you know the ones that hit you up for a channel love and then back away. And if that's the case, then that would be the cases where I would unshow the channel love. So, like I said, they have no problem with showing the people that show channel love, but why don't they do it for the ones that unshow the channel love? Free music is back. Welcome back, Free Music. Me either. I think, it's a shame that people have to be that way, but they are. They're that way for a reason, because they didn't have no proper upbringing, most likely. So. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you walked out, Free Music, because I hadn't seen anything from you in a while. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Stella. How are you doing? I missed you. Hey, Stella. How are you doing? That's funny there, Big Steve. Old Mucker gonna kick your butt, for calling him Harry Potter. Yeah, that's when I hit 500. I waited until actually I did the video at 500, but I did the giveaway about a month later, because I knew I was over my 500 and stayed there. Yeah, I know that guy was probably honest, Kevin. It was probably just a little oversight. I have, I wanted to have it out by now, but it still isn't out yet. Hopefully I'll get it out by next month. 1,000 channel follower giveaway. I'm way past that, but I wanted to do it, but with everything going on and stuff, just haven't had the time to get it done. And so maybe next month, hopefully I'll get it. I want to do like a $25 gift card from Amazon or something like that. Something that everybody from the whole world can use. Anybody else got some scamming nightmares? Kevin would like to know. I have a scamming nightmare. It happens every day. I pay like $11 a month for the newspaper. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But every time I do get it, I find out that there's only about 9 cents worth of material in it. So I think I'm getting scammed out of about $8.50 a month because the paper ain't worth 11. That's my scamming story. Then they want you to buy it online. And I don't know what it is online, but if it's like the reporting they do in the newspaper, it isn't worth buying it online either. Well, I'd have ran right to the bank with that one there, Tara. Walmart's a company, man. It's a big company. I'm sure the check was good. Walmart wouldn't do that to you. There are so many scammers out there, so many different ways to somebody screw you out of your money. It's pathetic. I had somebody steal my credit card, or not my credit cards, my bank cards a couple of months ago. Then they stole the numbers. Next thing I know, I got a letter in the mail from the person that stole it, saying they were sorry, they would never do it again, and they set up a GoFundMe account for me because they felt sorry for me. Yeah, well, Walmart's a bunch of jerks. The people that own it and run it or whatever. Well, what you do there, cool dad, is you say, okay, I'll give you my social security number, but let me see your social security number card first so I can write it down. That way I have yours and you can have mine. No. Well, yeah, Yankee Living. I did get a thing from them. I still am a partner, but according to YouTube, the backlog from their brilliant deduction of having people get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours kind of hit them in the hiney, and they got like, I don't know, 4 million people come in on the February 20th as being channel eligible. Well, now they have to go through all 4 million of those channels, and there's a backlog. And the end of April is what they're estimating me to be considered monetized, which means everything I do from now on till April, they're making money on, and I'm losing my hiney on. So, but I still got to keep it up, because if I don't keep it up, I won't be monetized, because I got to keep my 4,000 hours up and my 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, they don't care about doing a good job at Walmart or any of the bigger stores. It's the way with us with our hot dog cart. If somebody comes up and says, "Hey, something's wrong with this," I'll give them a free one or give them back their money. I have no problem with that. I want a happy customer. We put in some sausages one time, and my wife took off to go have a cigarette, and the guy that was helping me reached in and grabbed one of the frozen ones, and he put it on a bun. He didn't realize they were frozen still, because they were starting to cook on the outside, but they were frozen in the middle. Well, the guy, put his ketchup, mustard, and everything on it, and went to eat it and bit into it, and come back and said, "Hey, man, this thing's froze." I said, I asked him, I said, "Which one did you get it out of?" He said, "That one right there." And I said, "I think that's the one she just put in." So I give the guy a new sandwich, and I give him back his money. Told him I was sorry for that. And he said, "Well, you don't have to give me back my money." And I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I'll give you a free pop." And then I gave him a free pop instead, so. I don't want to cheat nobody. Once you get a bad review from one person, you might as well have gotten a bad review from 10 people, because one person will tell 10 and 10 will tell another 10 each. So that's 100 people. Okay, Dem. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, yeah, we try to be nice or good to everybody there, Big Steve.
I would like that.
You're right. You're right there, Cool Dad. Joanne Plans, how are you doing this morning? Nice to see you here. If you guys aren't acquainted with Joanne Plans, go ahead and get yourself acquainted with Joanne Plans. She has a great channel. She also has a second channel, and you go into her channel and show her some channel love. Comment on one of her videos, ask her about her second channel, and I'm sure she'll get back to you and show or give you a link to the other channel. I can't remember it right now. Or while she's in here, go ahead, Joanne, and post your second channel in the chat box, and then so people can go to your other channel too. You're eating breakfast. Southern Ark Homestead. Good morning. How are you doing? Haven't seen you here in a while. How are you doing? Glad to see you here. Go to Southern Ark Homestead. She's got a good channel too. She does a bunch of homesteading videos. It is a good channel. If you need to learn something, she'll be able to teach you some stuff. Proud Mom, 1966. Good morning. How are you doing? I seen you last night. Where did I see you at? I seen you in a chat room someplace. Yeah, I seen you in a chat room. I can't remember which one it was. All right, Joanne Plans just put up her channel link right there. That's to her second channel. If you guys want to go to that channel and show that channel some love, she'd appreciate it. She does have good quality content. And I'm putting up my merchandise page again. If somebody's interested in going and getting them some Iron Dog apparel or a coffee cup or something. Angry Amish, Mo Man's brother died. Mo Man. I think I got Mo Man on one of my channels. I'll have to check. Did his brother have a YouTube channel too there? Big Steve? Huh. Well, you do a lot for the YouTube community too there, Joanne. So I appreciate everything you do too. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. One old crap wipes out of 10 attaboys. Just remember that. You're right. I'll have to check. I think I got old Mo Man on my subscriber list. Yeah. Not too bad, Southern Art. Just dealing with my arthritis and hip pain, but been doing okay. Dirty Dog Diggers, how are you doing? I didn't see you come in, but how are you doing this morning, Dirty Dog? I'm not. So what? Oh, so what? You're 200. Oh, you got 200 followers or so what? Good. Yeah. Um, I have rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, migratory arthritis. I said Angry Amish Hitman, how are you doing? I said it twice to you, but Angry Amish Hitman, how are you doing this morning? Glad to see you here. I just give your video a shout out that you posted about your California eating. So yeah, it's I have to go Monday at 11:30 back up to Jackson for my doctor's appointment for a follow up on arthritis. They got me on that Metroplex, and that's you take 6 pills one time a week, and I'm telling you, when you take that, man, it just I don't know, totally screws with your whole body. Um, I feel weak and sore, and I feel like I'm gonna break in half, like I'm glass or like I'm brittle or something. Just it just affects my whole body that way. What was that? Good. Um, I understand what you're talking about. They're cool, Dad. I worked in a factory, but I was a garbage man, a truck driver for years, and all that stuff, jumping on and off the back of the truck and stuff. That just worked on my body and did more damage to my joints. Uh, and plus, I was big, and that didn't help. Uh, yes, I will put Mo Man on my prayer list there. So, no, he's not really Amish, Big Steve. He just looks Amish with that beard. Um, anyways, I understand. I completely understand about the feet because my feet are the same way. Um, they are so sensitive. When you touch them, man, they just jump. Uh, I have that gabapentin for the nerve pain and stuff like that, but that doesn't work. And in fact, my big toe and my second toe on this foot go just like this. They go side. This one they go straight, and then the other one goes sideways, and there's probably an inch gap between my big toe and the second toe on my right foot, and a lot of that is from driving truck. When if you don't believe me, when you push on the gas pedal, a lot of truck drivers don't put their foot completely on the gas pedal; they put it on the bottom, and they're constantly pushing with just the toe. Well, after a while, it makes your toe go sideways. And if you look at a lot of truck drivers, their right foot from America, their right foot, their second toe is going to be almost sideways from the first toe. and maybe the third toe will be the same way. And if you look at their right foot, the right foot, or no, if it's on their right foot, that the toe in the second, third toe will be sideways. On the left foot, their toes will be straight.
Where's Bunker?
My wife says, "Where's Mucker when I need him?" Yeah, the Amish use electrical and electronics when they want to. I'm looking at having probably a hip replacement done within the next year. Um, right now, they're working on my shoulder. I gotta have cortisone put in this shoulder because I think I got an impingement, and if that doesn't work, you're gonna end up doing rotator cuff repair. Huh? I gotta look at you, honey, because you're so beautiful. Yes. So that probably helps, Alana. I have to check that out. Okay. Well, dog, the woman whisperer. Yeah. Does anybody they want to put on the prayer list real quick? And hurry up and type in their name, and then we'll run through the prayer list real quick before I forget it, because I forgot it on Tuesday. I was getting out of here and didn't have time to do it. Or not that I didn't want to make time. I forgot about it. And when I got off the live stream, I remembered that I didn't do it. So, but if you got a name you want me to put on here for the prayer list, you let me know real quick. Ilana, I'm going to put you on the prayer list if you don't mind. Okay, Southern, it was nice to see you here. Have a good day. Be careful at work. Don't work too hard. No, it's my arm rubbing on the table there. Okay, I'll put Atlanta. I think I already wrote. Nope, but I will have you on there. If you don't mind, Atlanta, what's all wrong with you, or just general health issues? Did you want me to say, have prayer for your wife and kids there, cool dad, for their safety, or is that what you're telling me? Anybody else? We got anybody else you want to have to say a prayer for? Okay. All right. I got that down there. Okay, the prayer list, everybody. Here it is. Like I said, we don't say a prayer, but just keep these people in your thoughts and your prayers tonight when you go to bed or whatever. Okay, your kidneys and your stomach problems, all right. All right. I guess we'll start out with the first one, and that's Mrs. Iron Dog. Go ahead and say a prayer for her. She's going through some health issues, and she, recently lost her brother, so she's having a rough time. Rosa Camacho, she's having spine and knee problems. Eloise Batista, she's having health problems. Matt, that's Rita's son, he's had some seizures, so he's needing some prayers. Grandma Rose, she has Alzheimer's. Louis Bell, he has colon cancer. Okay, I'll put you on my list. Proud Mama. And you have heart issues. All right. Yeah, okay, and Picker Rick just went live. So if you guys want to go see Picker Rick, he just went live. Carolyn F., she's having family trouble. Peter Javik, he passed away with cancer. So, if you want to say a prayer for his soul and for his family, that'd be nice. Rita has back and feet problems. TJ Woodworking, he has anxiety, depression, and chronic neck pain. Big Steve for his cat. His cat's finally getting better. So Dewey, the Angry Amish, he just recently lost his mother last week. Say a prayer for him if you would. Kevin Miller, he's not feeling good. He's having some health issues too. Sid's Angels, Debbie Davis, she's not feeling good. She's having fibromyalgia problems. Sorry about that. Jessica Allen, she was having a difficult pregnancy, but she lost the baby. So if you would say a prayer for her. What's your sister's name there, Angry? Prepper Bob, good morning. No, we're not. I'm not done. I'm just going through this list right now, Prepper Bob. So you're fine. Tylene, which is my brother's wife, I say a prayer for her. She's having some health issues too. Farm Boy 45 show. I don't know what's wrong with him, but somebody needs to pray for him. Dem Seeking Earth, just general health problems for her. Aunt Dolly, that's Molly Dolly's aunt. She's having a hip replacement. June Gall is having, she has lung problems. She needs a double lung transplant. Jonathan Nicholson, I don't have a reason why he needs prayers, but he needs a prayer. Wolf Spirit, she lost her mother a couple of weeks ago. You say a prayer for her. Alexander Smith, his son, he didn't give me his son's name. I don't really know what was wrong with him, but say something, a prayer about him, or just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Ariana, she has seizures. She's a 9-year-old little girl. Mary and Cindy, they all need prayers. Prepper Bob and Mama Carol, they needed prayers to make the right decision. I don't know if they've made the right decision yet or not, but hopefully they did. Bama Grits, she's not been feeling good either. Mo Man, he lost his brother-in-law. Elena Petrovich, she's having some kidney and stomach problems. And keep her in your prayers, please. Or is it liver and kidney, or liver and stomach? I didn't write it down at the time. Kidney, kidney, and yeah, okay. Angry Amish's sister, Teresa. Please say a prayer for her. Cool dad from the 80s. His wife and kids are going to travel to Brazil, so I have a safe travel. please say a prayer for them. And proud mama, a proud mom, 1966. She's having heart issues. She's on a monitor right now. So keep her with your thoughts and prayers. And if you would. So, and that's all for the prayer list. And like I said, if you forget the names or whatever, you can always come in and watch, scroll through the chat and you can see it because I don't take it down. Or you can just do a generic, prayer, please, include everybody that was on the chat list today, in your prayer. So, just for June, June, she's having lung issues. She needs a double lung transplant, and we need to, or she needs to get off all her pain meds, which is morphine, before they'll do that. And it's hard to get off on that because she's in so much pain. So the quicker they can get her off in that pain meds, and then they can put her on the list for a double lung transplant. So, okay. It's Sharissa or Sharissa instead of Charissa. It's Sharissa with an S. Okay. Have you made your decision yet, Prepper Bob? All right, Kevin, I love you too. Be careful. Enjoy your breakfast. I made an egg bake yesterday after I got off on the live stream. I used 18 eggs, green pepper, red peppers, yellow peppers, sweet peppers, onions, ham, and cheese, and potatoes. I chopped the potatoes up nice in small pieces. I put them in the microwave for about 5 minutes to cook them. And then when I I rehydrated the peppers because I got a bunch of dehydrated peppers. And I did, I chopped up the onions and the ham. And I did all of this, put it together, baked it for about an hour and 21 minutes, I think it was. So 81 minutes or something like that before it was done. And it turned out really good. I put mild cheddar, sharp cheddar, I think it was I don't know, some kind of quesadilla cheese in it, and then I topped it off with Swiss sliced cheese on top. And then I put tomatoes. After I cooked it for a little bit, I put tomatoes on top of the Swiss cheese so it would go through the Swiss cheese and get caught right there. It turned out really good. So it is good. All right, Prepper Bob, we'll be waiting for the decision. Hopefully you make the right decision that fits you and Mama Carol best. I think I'll be getting off here at 9 o'clock, which is about 8 more minutes. That way y'all can go see, Picker Rick or anybody else that's got a channel started. Or, go see some videos or go do some stuff. I have some stuff I got to get done. I got a few dishes I want to get cleaned up. And I'm going to make a cake today. I baked brownies yesterday. I'm going to bake a cake today. So you have a good day there too, Cool Dad. And thanks. We have Um, just a second. I'll show you. I'm going to show them the cake mix you want me to make.
Well, I didn't get here.
Huh?
I just get here.
I don't know. I'm going to make the blue one. Or do you want the strawberry one? I can't hear you. Let me walk up here. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll make the strawberry. Are they coming? I'll make this on Monday. Okay, sorry about that. But I've never seen one of these yet. My wife got it and brought it home. Blue velvet cake. And no, that's not a part, that's my arms rubbing on the table there, Dewey. Blue velvet. I was going to make this for the grandkids, but they're not going to be here until Monday, so I'm going to make it Monday. But I am going to probably make this one today. Strawberry. I think it'll be good. I think I've got some frozen strawberries in the freezer outside. I think I'll bring some of them up and probably put them in the mix. I think that would be good. So. Yep, that's what they are. Okay, proud mama, or proud mom, sorry, 1966. You have a good day. Hopefully everything works out for you. Oh, you're Canon? Are you making videos of it? I love Canon. I don't know if you've seen it, but I did. I showed a canning review of where I did bacon like 3 years ago. I canned bacon like 3 years ago, and then I opened up a can of it. Man, that stuff is great. I've got like 5 or 6 jars of it left downstairs. When I get a good deal on bacon ends and pieces, that's the thing to do it with because it don't really matter. Strips are, flat strips of bacon are overrated. You take that bacon ends and pieces, throw it in a pan, start cooking it, crisp it up, drain the grease off it, and it all goes down the same place. Sprinkle it over your eggs or on your hash browns or whatever, and you've got bacon and eggs or bacon and toast or whatever. It is. Canning bacon's great. Like I said, I do it with bacon ends and pieces because I think that's the easiest to do. A lot of these people say, take your strips, put them in parchment paper, roll them, and then fold it over and then put it in a jar, stuff it in there. That's just too much work. And then you got to peel it all out of there and you got a great big mess with that parchment paper. No. Just grab your bacon ends and pieces and stuff them in a jar, clean the rim off, put the lid on, and put it in a pressure canner. And you get some amazing bacon grease off in that. You're doing barbecue sauce today. Well, that's great. I'll have to watch that. So. We love home canned goods here. My wife loves them. I love them. We were all raised on that stuff. And you know what you're getting, especially if you're doing the canning. So. Yeah. So. All right, everybody. It's 8:57. Start saying our goodbyes, I guess, right now. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I really do. Because if it wasn't for you, I'd have no business even being here. If you're going someplace today, make sure you look out for the other guy, because sometimes it's not you, it's the other person. And, make sure you're watching out for yourself, because the other guy might not be watching out for you. So I just put another link into my merchandise page if you're interested in, you're right, Yankee 11. Crumbled up bacon on ice cream. I bet that is good because you get the sweet and salty taste to it. But that's my merchandise page. If you guys are interested, you can go there and look around, see what if there's anything you want there. I've lowered the price on a lot of stuff. 99% of the stuff is affordable to buy there that I have. I've already said, watch out for the other guy. Yeah. So, with that all being said, God bless each and every one of you. You all have a good day. Okay, Mrs. Iron Dog said to say goodbye. Her computer froze up. She's got one of them newfangled ones with it's just a keyboard and a screen, and I don't understand it, but hers freezes up all the time, and I don't know. I keep telling her she has to probably get the cookies cleaned out of it, but none of us know how to do it. So I have to have a techie come in and clean the cookies out for her or something. But that all being said, God bless each and every one of you guys. You all have a blessed day. You be careful out there. And if I'm on in the morning, I'll be on. If I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping, but I should probably be on in the morning. If I'm not, I'm sleeping. And same way with Sunday. I should be on, but if I'm not, I'm sleeping. So my wife says, shut up. Y'all have a good day, and God bless each and every one of you. Inger Amish says, I'll do it. Come get me. Yeah, all right, Ingrid. All right. With that all being said, y'all have a good day, and goodbye.